So I'm gonna share with you the real numbers of my Etsy shop. I'm not gonna show you a fake number, okay? I'm gonna show you my sales dashboard of what I've earned in the beginning of this year. But I also wanna share with you how much I've earned in the past, because sometimes having my Etsy shop, there's highs and lows, you know? So I'm gonna share with you what my sales look like. So I want to share with you that I've had my Etsy shop for 4 years, and I sell kids activities. I sell basically like educational activities for kids. I have coloring pages, scavenger hunts, bingo games. What else? I have like 80 products, and I can't even list to you what I have. I've been working on it for a long time, but certificates, I've been doing certificates and flashcards, and I've made probably over 100 printables already. But I've had my Etsy shop for 4 years, and I just wanted to focus on educational activities because it is from my teaching experience. And I want to say that I am not an overnight success, but I mean, there will be a day. But I am very proud of the steady growth that I am going through. I noticed that there is an increase in sales recently. And so, with growth, there's some highs and lows, but I'm very proud of the sales that I've made from the kids' activities that I created using Canva. Okay, so here we go. This is my dashboard sales that I want to show you. Okay, so I'm going to show you the dashboard sales for the beginning of this year. So this is my January sales. This is February, March, April, and May. And so, with Etsy shop, they take out fees. They take out a lot of fees. But the thing is that Etsy shop has a lot of traffic. Being able to have my product, I know that somebody's gonna at least look at them based on, posting it with nice pictures and, putting good tags on it, an overall good product. I know somebody's gonna see it because Etsy has traffic a lot. And so that's the thing, that there are fees that'll be there, So for example, a recent, what's that? They had changed up on Etsy shop, and it shows your earnings. So for example, I recently had a sale, and then it shows my earnings, and that's what it looks like. So, it takes up a lot, but it is what it is, and I feel like for me personally, I would want to have my Etsy shop because it creates traffic. And I also sell my activities on Teachers Pay Teachers, and guess what, they also have fees there. They also have fees. And another store that I'm trying to sell my products is on PayHip. And the thing is, PayHip also has, fees. So everybody has fees, but, it is what it is. But being able to create traffic and then people are buying my products, I'm very thankful for that. So, and now I want to share with you my dashboard from last year, because my dashboard from last year it's more than this year. But the thing is that the sales that I've had last year, it's only happening for like 1 month. So like last year, my biggest month was, I think it was maybe April or May. And my sales were like $60. I don't know, but it was a high number. But then when it comes to the rest of the year, it's different, looking at the other months of 2024, it's different. So, like I said, having an Etsy shop, there's some highs and lows, but to me, being consistent, which is posting quality products, I think in the long term, I would have sales every single day. because that is what I'm going for. Because right now, I currently have 80 products and my goal is to have 100 products. So I'm almost there. So I've been observing like what is selling in my store, and I think that's very important because the thing is, what I've noticed from YouTube videos, they would say, oh, create the trending product or blah blah blah, and I'm like, I think it's better to create products that you like in general, okay? Because I feel like in the long term you might burn out, and I felt like I almost burned out 2 years ago on my Etsy shop. I was about to close my Etsy shop because I wasn't getting consistent sales, and I felt like I was trying hard, and I was like, I need to apply a different strategy. So what I have learned from Etsy Consultant, which is a very good YouTuber that you should be listening if you have an Etsy shop, because he says things that other people do not say. He says like, going to Everbee, going to E-Rank is gonna waste your time. You just need to basically post more products, more quality products, create at least 100 listings. I know 100 listings is a lot, but then in a way, when you see there's a dashboard on your Etsy shop, and it shows you the it shows you the views, it shows you the favorites. People show you if they like it, and I noticed that. For example, my top seller is firefighter coloring pages and police coloring pages. And so from that, I went to ChatGPT and I said, okay, give me similar coloring pages, products that are similar to firefighter, police coloring pages. And so it gave me a whole list, and I'm telling you, it worked, because it told, one of them was doctor nurse coloring pages, and I created that. I'm telling you, somebody already bought that. Of course it's just like 2 sales, but like within the first month, I already got a sale on the doctor and nurse coloring page. So based on observation, looking on my dashboard, looking at the visits and the favorites, I'm just gonna keep following that rather than following trending products, okay? Because if I notice that people like my stuff, I'm gonna create products just like that. And to me, that is a really smart strategy if I want to have more sales, because that's what I noticed. I went ahead and created a new product just like my firefighter coloring pages, and somebody bought it. And so that I'm very thankful for, because whenever I find a strategy that works, I will keep doing it. And I think that's the thing about being an Etsy shop owner, is that you try to find strategies that work and don't work, and you need to keep doing the same strategies that do work for you. And so just observing on the dashboard on what the people on the products that that are favorites and that have views, I think it's important to follow through that.